The Falklands, an autonomous nation or an English outpost? Do 3,000 people make a nation? 3,000 people who speak English, behave like English, and have economic links with England, claim their rights to self-determination. Isn't that just hypocritical? And I think this is the word most etymologically well suited in this case. Hypocrisy comes from the Greek prefix hypo, which means under, and the verb krinein, which means to decide. And Falklanders are evidently below the level of autonomy necessary to claim that they have the capacity to decide by themselves. As an appendage of England's 21st century imperialist system, the Falklands have no means of self-sufficiency. They are an extra limb of the colonialist monster. People with a critical capacity to express their opinion and call themselves a nation don't want to see their lands taken over by a phony nation, a caricature of their ex-exploiters that has remained hovering over the area. Because let's just have a little of historical background. Mere facts can prove that England had every intention to occupy Argentina by any means. The British invasions of 1806 and 1807 prove it. After their military expeditions were repelled, they took what Argentinians couldn't defend, the islands, and started implementing their system of economic colonization on our country, which was by that time hypocritical too, because it had no means of becoming a self-sufficient country, because world economic monopolizers like England didn't allow it to. That's the time when the term Third World countries was coined, a euphemism for slave countries. We Argentinians were to England as Africans were to Spanish colonies. We may now be a developing country, an euphemism for try to develop your economy in spite of our monopolizing the market and don't expect any disinterested help from us. But we've broken the slavery bonds. We encourage England to withdraw their cargo ships from our shores because they are not bringing any more free people into slavery. I encourage Cameron to stop the unilateral bullshit so we can get to an agreement which will imply a loss that England is reluctant to accept, but which is the only moral thing to do. Argentina doesn't want to colonize the Falklands. Our nation has too much history behind to allow themselves to follow the path of the oppressors. We want the Falklands to be Argentinian territory. Then we can carry on bearing the English and American economic exploitation of our riches. Because the Falklands are just a slap in the face after they've raped us, and we Argentinians may bear stoically our destiny as a third world country, but we won't allow that insult to be added to injury. If you are English and you are proud of your country's wealth built on the misery of other nations, or if you believe that what I'm saying is out of place, please leave your comment. Argentina has many defects. We've kidnapped and killed our own people, and there is uprooted racism in our society. However, we still distinguish between desirable and undesirable neighbors, and England still falls into the latter category. This is an article from my blog, Random Reflections on the World. Please follow the link here below to leave your comment. Have a nice day.